top 6 best gaming keyboards in 2021. Which one is best for you? Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video we have listed the top 6 best gaming keyboards in 2021 to help you find the right one for your needs and budget. So let's get started. Our list begins with the Corsair K100 RGB Optical. This K100 is the most customizable and feature-rich keyboard on the market. As its name suggests, it is the successor to the renowned K95 RGB that was one of the better and most expensive gaming keyboards of Corsair. And for their successor, Corsair features a new optomechanical switch with entirely new electronics. The bottom row of the keyboard has 6.5x spacebar and 7 1.25x keys, and the first set is meant for first-person shooter gamers, and the second is for MOBA gamers, as both sets are correspondingly contoured and textured. Its wrist rest is padded with a very soft textured synthetic fabric covering and is magnetically attached to the keyboard. This magnetic coupling makes the insertion and removal of the wrist rest seamless and is also strong enough for the wrist rest to stay in place even if the keyboard is lifted or moved harshly. Its RGB is similar to the K95 RGB Platinum, having the same aesthetic design that features an anodized brushed aluminum chassis and keys attached directly to it for creating a floating keycaps effect. And with iCue, you can have a lot more control over how the individually lit keys light up. And you can also set the iCue control wheel to perform more tasks as well, with the potential to control certain game aspects with it as well. Next is the Razer Cynosa Chroma. Now, the Cynosa Chroma is a decent keyboard for gaming. It uses a membrane or a mecha-membrane hybrid design instead of mechanical switches. And these conventional switch designs lower the price point that you might associate with a gaming-grade keyboard, while still retaining the excellent proprietary Razer Synapse software, with the exception of the RGB lighting. Differentiates itself from its stock level keyboards, and the shallow recessed keys are similar to the one on the Razer Ornetta Chroma that is housed in a black plastic chassis with no additional macros, media buttons, or even USB pass-through. It integrates exceptionally well with its client software when stacked against its competitors, and it also offers some of the best lighting options with vivid per key RGB lighting and 8 preset effects that can be layered over each other. Its programmable macro lighting and soft responsive membrane keys make this great for casual users, and this Razer Cynosa Chroma can be an ideal gaming keyboard for those who don't want to spend more on their peripherals. Next is G.Skill KM360. Now this KM360 is a highly affordable keyboard offering the bare minimum of what computer users need. Its combination of white plastic and a light aluminum top plate make this keyboard right at home besides Apple's Mac aesthetic, while the thick plastic and aluminum make it sturdy. With the LED backlighting, it has 4 different brightness levels and of course an off setting. And this could also bring more life to the keyboard's design to make the white font burst with light and create a glow on the keys. For gaming, its Cherry MX red key switches help the G.Skill KM360 stand out as a gaming keyboard even if it is positioned as a professional device. With N-key rollover and anti-ghosting, it won't run into any issues while gaming. It's hard to find a mechanical keyboard at this price point and perhaps impossible to find one with a well-known brand name. However, at just $54.99, G.Skill KM360 breaks the trend with a 10-key less design that gets the job done. So if you want a mechanical keyboard that's more about showing your skills and less in price, then this G.Skill KM360 can be an ideal choice. Next is Drop Control CTRL. Now this drop control is the best 87-key keyboard for beginner to intermediate mechanical keyboard enthusiasts. Constructed with a premium anodized aluminum frame and a double-shot PVT keycaps. The CTRL is proved to be heavy enough to stand still even after a hard use. And the keyboard can look subtle on any work disk, thanks to its sleek metal frame. One of the notable highlight peripherals for the CTRL was its removable magnetic feet, as these small magnets make a massive difference in adjusting the keyboard to the user's preferred height and inclination. And for keys, its clicky Cherry MX Blue switches are familiar, predictable, and smooth, while the optional RGB lighting that wraps around the circumference of the board is easy to program and shines brightly without glaring. Its hot, swappable switches make changing out the switches and cleaning very convenient and easy. And as of now, even the total beginners can try out multiple different switch types on the same keyboard. With customized bindings, you can use the CTRL keyboard for gaming, work, or production shortcuts. Featuring customizable RGB backlighting and LED strip, its keys can put on a colorful show. Next is HyperX Alloy Elite 2. Now, this is a solid piece of kit, literally. Solid steel frame means that this full-sized keyboard weighs in over a whooping 1.5 kg. So even the most panicked of Wilhelm sessions isn't going to move it a millimeter. At first glance, this Alloy Elite 2 will look quite similar to the Alloy Elite RGB before it, as its keyboard retains the steel top plate beneath the keys and plastic base and top bar. And in terms of looks, it has a handy top bar with slick, rounded media buttons that brings a stylish balance to proceedings. The major design change between the Alloy Elite RGB and Alloy Elite 2 is in its keycaps. It features a pudding keycap that provides more brilliance than solid color keycaps, which let less of your style shine. And even with the backlighting off, these keycaps can lend a striking look, contrasting the black tops and white bottoms. Whether typing or gaming, HyperX's red switches are ultra responsive with a 1.8 mm actuation point and only 45 grams of force needed for each press. While its ABS keycaps came in handy for gaming to provide sufficient grip to prevent the fingers from slipping. Last on our list is Kinesis Freestyle Edge. Now this keyboard offers the most innovative and the grace that can be up on any desktop. Traditional keyboards can strain your wrists by forcing you to keep your hands parallel while you type. However, with a split keyboard, you can arrange the two halves, as you can move them apart or can turn them at an angle, which is an antidote to RSI. It is a 10-key less keyboard with an arrangement that marches to the sound of its own drummer. Its left side is lined with the game bank that features 9 keys that arrive as a blank slate, in which you can store special keys and macros or remap important keys from the other half. And on the other side of the board has navigation keys like page up, home, page down, and arrow keys in a reverse L arrangement that gets in the way if you're expecting to find the enter key at the edge. And for the programming cluster, 4 keys for changing profiles, editing macros, and remapping keys are placed high atop on the right side. Its braided cable will allow you for up to 12 inches of separation, and up to 20 inches apart, with another 8 inches tucked into a conventional cubby on the bottom. For RGB lighting, it has 11 different customizable color schemes and patterns. And along with that, you can also create freestyle lighting schemes for setting different colors for each key. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and want to hear more from us, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our new videos.